We're going live. We're live. Oh, God.
We're on the set of Return of the Jedi. Are you ready? Hollywood is Dead, episode 1. In this episode, we're going to discuss trailers because trailers are dead in the creatively bankrupt world of Hollywood. Take it. Wow.
I did not know you're going to keep talking.
Fantastic. No, it worked. It's fine.
Cut you off.
So recently, we just had Comic-Con come and go. And this time, it's the first time we've had Comic-Con 2 years due to the COVID virus, which whatever. And they couldn't have people sell their wares in a building that's air conditioned and perfectly ventilated. I've been there. It's very big. It's basically where Taco Bell was for the Demolition Man. That's where the convention center is.
They could have made a killing if they're selling hazmat suits at the doors. Like, you can only come in if you have this brand's hazmat suit.
But it was presented by Fallout 3 or Fallout 10, whatever they're on. Fallout Vegas.
Get the thing with the...
So, I don't know if you saw these trailers that just came out because throughout the week, because Comic-Con ended on Monday or Sunday, but all these trailers have come out since then. You had the big ones were the Marvel movies. They only showed one, which is Wakanda Forever, but they showed like the Ant-Man movie. They showed Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, all these other, but those haven't come out yet, which they probably won't come out until the fall, more than likely to hype up the movies. Because Wakanda Forever is like in November.
Oh, is it really? Yeah,
that movie's coming out in November. Yeah, and that trailer was actually really well done.
It was.
It's a good trailer.
I have no idea what the movie's about.
But again, that's what a trailer should do.
Yes.
I think that's the problem.
It sounds like a complaint, but that's an actual good thing because otherwise I hate when they show... I stopped watching trailers for like a decade because they just give too much away.
Well, that's the thing. I think for the last couple of years now, more and more people are not even watching trailers, even though it's become a cottage industry in Hollywood. 10, 20 years ago, there was maybe 10 trailer houses that made trailers. Now they said there's about 120 of them. That's insane. Just to sell your popcorn movie and like you have a business surrounded by the idea of promoting a movie that you don't even watch. You just get clips of it. And you're supposed to take these clips and make something interesting out of it with like whatever music you can use that's owned by the company, because you can't just use whatever music you want. And it's usually temp music.
Unless you're James
again. Well, I mean, he'll get the rights to it and put it in the trailer or whatever, but because that's part of the deal. But did you know that why it's called trailers? Why it's given that title?
I didn't. Before I read your notes about what we're talking about today, I was like, oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Do you want to go over that?
Oh, I can say. I thought you were going to say something with that. Do something with that.
No. I
the short.
Like to go over there.
Well, because back in the day, people used to go to the movie theaters all day long. So you had about a 6 to 8 hour adventure at your local cinema palace. So you get cartoons, a short, you get a B movie picture, and then the A movie picture was the last thing you saw. Now, in those days, the short films that came to be known as trailers were the projectionists originally tended to add them to the end of the reel of the B movie in the show. So they trailed after the supporting movie, but came before the main feature. So that's why it's called trailers, because they trailed behind the B movie, which is a long way to go. Why couldn't they just say, it's the movie that's coming out next year? They're called next year's.
Next year's.
Just
advertisements.
Yeah, there's
film commercials.
And what do you think is the most watched teaser trailer in the history of trailers?
I would assume it would be a Star Wars movie.
You maybe 10 years ago, yes, but recently, no. And also recently, you've had the Marvel movies come out, and the internet has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And selling movies on the internet is much easier now, and it'll be watched by a loser 25 times in an hour, let alone all day, because they'll just like jerk off to it, watching it, go like, "Oh, Thor!"
For once, you're not talking about me. I appreciate it.
No, for the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailer.
Yeah, I have plenty of other shit to watch. And
That's
to talk
true,
to. I
yeah.
finally watched Ghostbusters Afterlife, by the way.
Oh yes, how was that? How did you enjoy that? Or
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I did get a little teary-eyed at the end.
okay, well there you go. Because I know some people took offense to it.
Oh no!
They
If
did-
he
they
would have
didn't like
spoke,
it.
if he would have had a line of dialogue, I was ready to be pissed. He did a
Right.
couple nods, and I was like, yes.
That's how.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I agree. That's how you
do
treat
it.
that. It's the only way you could do that.
And
But
Bob Gutton played him.
that's what I'm gonna say. Did you figure out? Did you see who played him in the opening?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays
There
him,
you
and then CGI takes over, and
Yeah.
yeah, I really did enjoy the movie though. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
And now they're gonna
keep doing them.
destroy that franchise. They're gonna beat that dead horse till it's fucking nothing but a pile of dog food and glue.
I think the mid-credit sequence is supposed to reveal that Ernie Hudson is going to stay on as like a advisor to the kids. And I'm like, yes, that he's the guy who should take over because he actually wants to be there.
Right.
That man loves Ghostbusters. The other two guys are
because it's all
Bill Murray doesn't give a shit.
Bill Murray don't give a shit about anything.
No,
Bill Murray don't care. Ernie Hudson, shit. What's he going to do? Congo 2? You think Congo 2 is going to happen?
He's waiting for Airheads 2, Congo
Airheads 2. Yeah, I mean he's got
the Crow
the
remake.
Crow 2. Oh shit! Everything I've done has been cursed, and it all starts with a C, except for Airheads.
Carehead.
So,
no wait.
So there's no correlation at all. But the teaser for Spider-Man: No Way Home is the most watched movie trailer within 24 hours of release. How many views do you think it got in one day?
In one day?
Rough estimate.
See, I looked at your notes as far as what it was. I don't remember. I did, but I forgot that specifics. I didn't look at the numbers. In one day,
okay, numbers mean nothing.
Million?
355 million.
Damn.
One day.
I was closer than I thought I'd do.
Right, but again, numbers don't mean anything because the most liked teaser trailer in 24 hours is a movie called KGF Chapter 2, which is from India. Now, that is the fastest teaser trailer to hit 2 million, 3 million, and 4 million likes within 10 hours, 31 minutes, 15 hours, and 22 hours. So again, what does that mean? I mean, you got 25 million people in India, or what, 1 billion people in India, close to it. They got their whole movie industry by itself that nobody watches outside that world. Because if you tried to watch an Indian movie,
oh yeah, it's really hard.
It's awful.
They're so into their movie. Like those actors are having a fucking ball.
Oh yeah.
But I watch it. I'm like, it's a drama, but they're singing, dance. What is? It's an action scene and they're dancing.
Right? Yeah. There's giant robots. The guy turns into a giant ball of machine gun power, and then he's singing the disco Star Wars, and then he turns into an elephant, and then he marries the girl. Like it's just what? What is this?
That's probably about as much as we can play.
Star Wars. Copyright infringement.
I love the fact that it looks like someone is having sex. A robot's having a sex with another robot on this.
Oh, absolutely. That's a porno waiting to happen if they haven't already done it. Too bad Adam's not around. He would have been able to inform us on that.
And also, I learned if I share my screen, it makes our names floating there awkwardly.
Yes.
We see that? Look at this. I could turn it off.
We're part of this is the record, the vinyl release of the porno soundtrack of Star Wars.
I also have a version in case we switch sides right here.
Oh, there you go. Fantastic. Even better. Yeah. I don't know if I like being on this side of the screen.
Do you want to go? You want to go to the other side?
I don't think I can deal with it.
It's weird. It is weird, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to switch or
you can switch it back? It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine by me. But what would you say? Now, granted, the other top 3 trailers was Endgame and Infinity War, so I think they're very close. I mean, I think they're the 300 million mark in 24 hours. So it's like these fucking records go back and forth like every other day now. So it's like I don't even know why we even bother counting them. Because how many times have you seen now you have music artists that have 1 billion hits online. It's like, what does that even mean? It's like, does that translate to something?
It does if they're getting monetization from it. Absolutely.
Right. But are they, though? I don't know if they are.
I would assume they are. Why wouldn't they?
See, I don't know, but that's the thing, because it's 1 billion hits, but then you have other sites that put it up that have like 100,000 hits. Do they not get those 100,000 hits if it's another person put them up? I don't know how that works. I guess that's the whole copyright law thing.
Yeah, that's how we get shut down if we show too much Night Gallery or some shit.
And the Star Wars disco song.
Yeah, that's why I played 4 seconds of it.
Exactly. If we go beyond that, we're going to get John Williamson to come and beat us to death with a baton.
Man, that shit rocks though.
Great song. What would you say in your lifetime was the most, like, you understood what movie trailers were and how important they were to the movie itself? Honestly, because now movie trailers make or break a movie. Not like they used to, because back in the day, trailers were pretty simple. Now it's like they show the whole movie or an alternate version of the movie that you never see. Case in point, Suicide Squad, which is one of the most. That's probably the most controversial marketing schemes that ever happened in the last 10 years, because they had 2 separate cuts of that movie that 2 trailer houses put together, and it was like whoever got the best trailer won. And it's like they had different footage from different parts of the movie that didn't even connect because they were different versions. I mean, that's just, how do you even begin to do that?
I feel less duped with that than I do with the shot of the movie where it's okay, that's the ending. Now I know how that ends. You can tell you can tell based on the way it looks, that's the end of the movie.
Right. Like the Dark Knight trailer when they show when Commissioner Gordon and then Joker's clapping. It's like, well, wait a minute. He gets killed. He got killed 30 minutes into the movie. He's not dead. He's coming back because they haven't had the Commissioner Gordon part yet from the trailer. And that kind of killed that. I was like, oh, they kind of gave that away. I was like, well, that's not a twist. I wonder if Christopher Nolan had issues with that.
Still, I want, if in my perfect world, the teaser trailer, the one that shows you the logo, a couple little shots of the actors that are in it, in and out. I want to see that, or show the names and director, but I get the masses don't know who directors are. Most people don't, except for Spielberg.
The big ones like Nolan. I think they would know who Nolan is. They know who Zack Snyder is, sadly, because Zack Snyder to me has always been a great trailer cutter, but his movies suck. Like, I think Watchmen trailer is one of the best trailers I've ever seen.
I like Watchmen.
The Watchmen trailer. But that first Watchmen trailer is fantastic.
And to be honest, he made a music video for the first.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Movie.
Yeah.
Bob Dylan song, and
I
just keep it going.
I hate that. It's from the book. I get it's from the book, but I hate it. I hate Watchmen so much. Yeah. I try to watch it again. I can't do it. I hate it. It's just such a cut and paste job. I'm just like, I don't. Jackie Hurley's so good, and it's just like, I wish that would have been better. It's not.
People either love it or hate it, and I love it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of people that like it. I couldn't. I walked out. That was one of the only movies where I was like, it was the last 5 minutes. I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't do this anymore.
It might help. I didn't read the comic till after I watched the movie.
Maybe that would have been more helpful to me.
Yeah, because I wasn't thinking. I was like, then I kept hearing there's a big octopus after I watched it, and I go, oh, thank God that wasn't in there, a big squid or something. I'm like,
right, yeah.
But then I read the graphic novel, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably best to cut that part at least.
Right, yeah, exactly.
But
yeah,
you asked me about trailers I remember, and like trailers and I'm trying to think, because honestly, trailers don't really stick with me. I remember watching them as a kid, and they always had, I mean, we'll talk about that later, but the Don LaFontaine and the voice and all that, and they're like trailers are like, they're very, very similar back in the day.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Nolan came out with Inception, and then suddenly every trailer had that.
Yeah.
Whoa, trailers are so annoying.
Yeah, I wanted to get to that point because Inception, another moment where the trailers took a turn for the worst. And it was like, bong, bong.
Yeah, but it worked in that movie because it made sense for that movie.
For that movie.
Every single trailer after that was like, going to use that for some reason.
You're gonna Liam Neeson is bong, bong.
Yeah, it is so annoying.
Oh.
I was trying to think of trailers that really stuck with me over the years and drew a blank.
The most famous that I think, I guess Batman '89 is another famous one because Warner Brothers was getting hit with this negative feedback from the fans because Michael Keaton was cast as Batman, and no one had seen any footage for this movie, so they thought Michael Keaton, he's Mr. Mom, he's Beetlejuice, he's not Batman. This is going to suck.
He's our age.
Right, yeah, he's like
almost 40.
34. He's playing against Jack Nicholson as Joker. What the fuck? And then, they cut to Warner Brothers essentially puts together a teaser trailer with whatever they shot. They didn't have much, and they're just like, you know what? Put it out there. Show them the car because the car is cool. Show them the suit. Don't put any dialogue. Show like a shot of Nicholson, Kim Basinger for sex appeal, and just get out there and just hopefully that'll cause them to shut up. And then they showed I watched it's fun to watch news footage from that era because everybody had the mullet and like they had the comic book store owner mullet in his leather outfit. And he's like, no, I really appreciated them giving us a teaser trailer to see, that they didn't make a blunder of the casting of the character of the Batman because he is a darker character and they have to establish the darkness of the subject material. And I was just like, oh Christ, they've never changed.
Yes,
I know this guy.
I'm going to draw that guy.
Excuse me.
Trailer ever.
Well, worst episode ever. Well, what they owe me? They don't owe you. They're giving you hours of free entertainment, and you don't. They cost you a dime. Worst episode ever. Poochie. But for me, Godzilla's a big one. I remember Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
That ad campaign back in 1997 because the movie came out in '98 May. They thought that was going to be the biggest movie of all time. Like seriously, I think they really did. Because Godzilla was not a Americanized phenomenon yet. Like it existed for years, obviously. I always think Godzilla has a niche market. I don't understand why everyone thinks Godzilla could be a mainstream movie.
I don't get the obsession with Godzilla.
I don't get it. Like even the new ones, I'm like, they don't do that great. Yeah, I haven't seen them. I don't care.
I saw Kong. I like Kong.
Yeah, Kong was fun. I enjoyed that.
I only watched that because the director, the actors, and they're doing like a weird Vietnam era thing. I thought that was interesting. Right. And I liked the movie just fine, but Godzilla I don't give a shit about. I will not watch a Godzilla movie again.
I like the fact that the 2014 Godzilla, all the Japanese people got mad because they made him fat. They made him fat, lazy Godzilla. Well,
he's American.
Exactly.
Oh, me.
Oh man. I gotta lay down for a minute.
It's so healthy.
Oh man, I got stuff eating people.
You ate the Subway, not at Subway.
I thought I was supposed to lose weight.
Hank Azaria is there to do little wisecracks again.
Oh God! Oh no, God, that's awful. So yeah, 1998, you had the Godzilla ad campaign, which actually very very smart. It was a nice ad campaign. You have this classic teaser trailer. This is teaser A. Museum. Yeah, it's a short. It's basically a short of it's not even in the movie. This is basically a short film based on selling a bigger movie that was way worse than this short is better than the actual movie.
So much better.
So much better.
Once I pulled it up, I'm like, oh yes, because again, this is how my brain works with trailers. I don't remember them, and then I watch it, I go, yes, now I remember that.
I remember watching this. Well, that's awesome.
Do you think they were okay, let's play it and then I'll ask. Nope, no sound.
One of the largest predators who ever lived on our planet.
All right, that's all we'll play.
There's the first problem you have.
Yeah.
From the creators of Independence Day. It was a remake of War of the Worlds, but sure, creators of Independence Day.
Yeah. Independence made a lot of money, though.
It did make a lot of money. And apparently, that's another trailer connection. That special effects shot of the White House blowing up was timed to be on the commercial for the trailer. And I guess what happened was that trailer got so much reaction because everybody at the time hated Bill Clinton that they cheered it. So what they did in the movie was they put a helicopter in front of it. And the helicopter blows up to block the full-on explosion of the White House.
It's funny
which is
because
funny.
when I was thinking of the trailers, and two came to mind: Independence Day and Twister. I remember watching those trailers, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not super into like Independence Day kind of movies, but I was like, oh, it looks interesting. Also, Mars Attacks is a trailer I remember.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why that one
That's funny.
specifically, but
That's funny. That's interesting.
it's like showing fucking everyone.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, everyone's in that movie.
But you basically this is what I found. To me, one of the most famous, and I think even in history, honestly, you can say is the Phantom Menace. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 1998. I remember I was in high school. There was Newsweek articles written about it because we had Newsweek come to the school, and they had a big article about how this trailer like pushed the box office 20% for the movies that had the trailer. Like it was this weird week, this phenomenon. It was Meet Joe Black, The Water Boy, and The Siege were the three movies that this trailer was attached to that weekend.
I really like one of those movies.
The Siege is actually pretty good.
I like The
Siege. The Water Boy, I've never finished. I've never watched it all the way through.
I've watched The Water Boy several times growing up. I watched it as an adult, like that was, fully functioning. And I go, oh, this movie's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
Terrible.
And then, of course, Meet Joe Black, which is a movie I've seen a few times. I enjoy it. It's way too long. But when Brad Pitt gets ran over by a car, it's amazing. It's the best part of the movie.
Brad Pitt speaks in a Jamaican accent and translates
That's
it to
even
Jamaican,
better.
which is English, by the way.
Don't worry now.
Don't worry, mama.
Don't worry. You did the beat out of the medicine. I speak jive. But
it's that scene.
So apparently, because of Phantom Menace, when it came out in theaters, it was like a huge deal. The second trailer came out basically more or less via the internet. It was the first time anybody used the internet to sell a product on that scale. So what did they invent for that service for a trailer for the Phantom Menace? QuickTime was created for the Phantom Menace.
Oh, I didn't realize it was created for it.
It was created for it, essentially. It was
so
exclusively. Well, no. Okay. Lucasfilm partnered with Apple, releasing it exclusively with QuickTime. So the software was made, but Phantom Menace was the first movie to utilize it. So I guess QuickTime was downloaded more than 600,000 times that day of release. The biggest ever downloaded event at the time, 6.4 million downloads over the next 3 weeks. 3 weeks! 6.4 million. That shows you how far the internet has come in 22 years.
Yes.
That's
well,
insane.
Now it's just right there.
Yeah.
Click. Oh, I watched that.
And then it was.
Oh, did you see this trailer? There, I watched it twice.
Yeah. By the time you would take to download this trailer, you could have watched Spider-Man No Way Home 14 times over before you even get the first download of Phantom Menace.
Spider-Man No Way Homecoming.
No Way Homecoming.
Why the home thing? Whatever.
Is it a high school thing?
But also, The Office was a show that had a lot of Apple promotions with it. So if you could get The Office on your iPhone or on your the video iPod. It would be on there. That didn't last long.
The video iPod, I don't even remember that. That was a thing?
Yeah, I still have one somewhere.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Wow, that's hilarious.
That fucking brick that you would get, and
did you ever try to watch that 7 CD-ROM I sent you from AOL?
I don't have
you don't have a computer from 1994 to watch it on?
No, I don't have a computer that plays discs at all.
Yeah, I don't think nobody does.
I do, but it's up there in the closet.
It's in storage.
I'll never use it.
It's been unused in 25 years.
Even my laptop doesn't have one.
I need to look up Encyclopedia Encarta. I need to get my Encarta CD out. My CD-ROM for Encarta.
I have 7 digitally and on Blu-ray, but I don't. I've never watched it on CD-ROM.
I'm sure it's a 3 by 2 centimeter picture square on your computer, and it goes.
Morgan Freeman is just one brown dot, and it's just Brad Pitt's a white one over here, and it's cream color, and you're like,
what's going on?
Detective.
Like that's what you hear from Kevin Spacey.
Chanto has a hat. What's in the box? What's in the box?
It's all feedback.
It's got to be.
Oh my god! It's got.
I remember
it's gotta
that
be the worst
trailer.
quality.
I remember the 7 trailer actually. Now that I bring it up,
Yeah, I don't remember that one. I blanked because I saw that one on video. I didn't go to the show to see it.
you know who
Never
always
seen
had the best
video.
trailers before their movies was Dimension.
Yeah,
They used to rent like Dimension VHS,
Right.
and they would all have
Yeah.
all their movies. They would, and I never. They were like one of the ones I didn't fast forward through. I sit there and watch them. I'm like, oh, Ben
I remember
Affleck in
yeah.
some-
Reindeer Games,
what? No, what's that? That's not Dimension. Is it?
Phantoms.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, weird. And it was like, what's
no.
that? What's that high school movie that Robert Rodriguez did with aliens?
Oh, the Faculty.
The Faculty. I like that movie,
Yeah,
but I was
Faculty
like,
was great.
I remember watching that trailer before another
Yeah.
movie, and I was like, oh, that looks
Yeah, I
interesting.
want to see that. It looks great. And then Disturbing
Yeah.
Behavior.
Yeah.
All those late 90s horror teen movies that came out. Scream.
Idle
Scream
Hands.
trailer actually was pretty good. I think the first Scream trailer was like, oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Wes Craven, he's back.
I do remember the first Scream trailer.
No, that's a big one.
That's what I'm saying. My brain doesn't start think about trailers until I have to
Right.
think about the movie, and then oh, I do remember that trailer. But Scream was a
Right.
big one, actually. Now that I think about it,
So, in the end of the day, his trailer's just a throwaway. There he is, the
I have that
Matthew
already.
Lillard.
Matthew
Thank
Lillard.
you. Thank you for your service, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you for your service to this country, Colonel Lillard. But
He's a colonel.
Colonel
Imagine him in the
Lillard.
army. He can't carry the equipment because he weighs 87 pounds.
Well, who could carry equipment is Lieutenant Embry, Ethan Embry.
Yeah,
Fucking giant of a man now. He's like 300 pounds of pure muscle.
yeah. Him and
Even-
Anthony Michael Hall must have just went to the gym together.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
Carrot Top was like, "I'll show them." Sticking needles everywhere.
Ethan Embry took that machete from Predator and just cut himself. Ah! You ain't afraid of no man, Ethan Embry.
I love Ethan Embry though. I love both those guys.
I didn't know he had 4 kids. He's got a bunch of kids, I guess.
Huh.
I did
Seems
not
like
know that.
He seems like the most Midwest sweetheart actor ever.
Yeah, he does.
Because in the movie Dutch, he seems like Chicagoland area.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he has got to be. I think. Well, Dutch is. It wasn't that what's his name?
Ed O'Neill.
Who?
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill was. But wasn't that a John Hughes movie? Dutch?
He wrote it. He didn't direct it.
Okay, well there you go. Chicago. It's John, yeah, that's
Yeah.
so. It's
Yeah,
Chicago then.
but- I'm pretty sure he's from, I don't know, somewhere. But he's in my favorite episode of the 2020 or 2019 Twilight Zone show.
Oh,
Remember he is. That episode's fucking great. We didn't watch that one.
yeah.
Anyway, trailers. Why would you download QuickTime? I can't imagine. I'm not a Star Wars guy though, so
If you see the latest trailer for Star Wars, I must have QuickTime.
I don't ever go out of my way to watch trailer. I'm more of it happened in front. Like I go to the theater and it's there,
Right.
and I have to sit there and watch the trailers.
I have to say, one of the greatest nights of trailers I ever had in a movie was when I went and saw Star Trek First Contact in 1996, because I didn't know what was coming out in 1997, and I had no idea Star Wars was coming out again. So that was the first time I saw anything for the special edition. So I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That was like one of the best nights of trailers I've ever had in a movie ever. And then it was followed up by Starship Troopers, which I thought was Aliens versus Predator. I was like, is this Aliens versus Predator? No fucking way. And then it was Starship Troopers. Like, oh man, even better, Starship Troopers. It's Paul Verhoeven.
Aliens versus Predator in real life, and
and then it was like the worst set of blue balls you could ever receive cinematically.
Yeah,
like garbage film. And then what was the other? There was like a bunch of great trailers that were just like, oh my god, what? I can't remember what the other one was. Maybe it was the Jackal. No, it wasn't.
Oh, real quick, the Christopher Nolan thing we're talking about.
Yeah.
Before I forget, because the trailer for Inception made me really want to watch Inception.
Yes.
Like, that's a good trailer. It didn't tell you. First of all, it can't tell you the plot of the movie because the movie's
No.
complicated. So you kind of get a little bit there. Dreams, something about going in dreams. Okay, you see who's in it. I'm like, yeah, that cast, I'm on board. Tenet comes out, very similar trailer, similar concept, kind of, but with the trailer, obviously the movie's different, but the trailer made it look like a similar concept of weird Christopher Nolan nonsense. And I was like, oh no, I'm good. It's very similar trailer, very different effect on me. I was like, oh, I already watched this though. Like, I watched the movie and it was nothing like Inception, but I liked the movie.
No, yeah, Tenet was fun. I enjoyed Tenet. I liked it, but I need to watch it again. I haven't watched it. I haven't watched it since theaters. That was a movie.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that because that movie came out when COVID shut everything down, and I remember there was a brief moment for like 2 months. Not even 2 months, like a month, where the theater was open, and I got to go see Tenet, and then Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary came out a week later, and that's how I knew it was. I was like, oh shoot, that's out too. So I went back to the theater to watch that, which was terrible because they didn't even fix the sound. It was like stereo sound, so it's just like, why isn't this a surround sound? Like, this is like mono. It's terrible. This is awful. It
sounded like on a CD-ROM.
Well, yeah, I could watch this at home and it would have been just as good. It would have been better at home. It would have been louder. This is terrible. So it was so disappointing. It was so. I was like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was funny. But did you watch the AMC Interview with the Vampire trailer?
No, I saw.
Looks terrible. Looks terrible.
I saw the still image on IMDb because I check IMDb every day. I don't ever watch the trailers though. I just why are they doing that? That's more what I do. Again, I don't want to watch trailers because literally trailers are dead. I used to watch them when I was growing up, but once they started revealing the ending, I stopped watching them. And I was told explicitly, when you watch Cabin in the Woods, go see it in the theater. Don't watch anything about it. So every time it came on TV, I would just trim the channel. But I saw a still image of the actor who looks exactly like he's trying to be Brad Pitt. And I was like, oh, shit. This is going to be terrible.
Because the actor trying to be Brad Pitt is actually Lestat.
Yeah. So he's Tom Cruise's character.
Yeah, Lestat is terrible. In the trailer, it comes off he is so weak in comparison to Tommy Cruise. Just pull up you can watch the trailer on here, I think, because it's promotional stuff. I think you can watch a little bit of it. Watch like the first 30 seconds or something. Just pull it up because it looks terrible because they changed the timeline, but the end of the trailer reveals a huge connection to our show.
Which show? This one?
Eric Bogosian is the interview with the vampire. He's the interviewer.
Oh,
so that's kind of cool.
Slater always has a role in my mind, but
exactly. Yeah, this is terrible. He's in my head. That's Louis.
The year was 1910. New Orleans.
Is he trying to do the Brad Pitt voice?
I don't know. He's not very good at it. It's not working.
I managed and operated a diversified portfolio of enterprises. You can make it better down here. I was being hunted. I was completely unaware.
That house in 7,000 movies.
I've been watching you for some time now, Louis. I can swap this life of shame. Swap it out for a dark gift. You just have to ask me for it.
We can show the trailer, but the song is what I'm worried about.
Right, yeah. It's just
it
looks terrible. It's just
I'll stop there.
I have no interest. Go to the very end though. You'll see
after the title comes up.
Yeah, after right there. Hit there.
Oh fuck this thing! Look at this.
It looks like it's the Great Gatsby.
Yeah,
It's the
that's what
Great
it is.
Gatsby vampire. It's like, man, why?
Or it's like it looks like a warrior, like a Hercules sort of
Yeah.
like a sword and like a shield right here. What is a harp? What is this?
I don't know.
All right, here it goes. Yes.
I ask questions, you answer the questions. Anything that can't be verified, I send to my researcher. So, how long have you been dead?
Yeah, that's it. That's the only part of the trailer. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And the rest of it, I was like, oh, God, no. This looks like garbage. This looks like CW crap.
It does.
It's just like, ugh. There's no
I will say this.
style.
The outside, the sets look good. It looks like they spent money. That's about all I can say.
It looks like Boardwalk Empire, like the sets outside.
Yeah.
It's Boardwalk Empire-y.
Or it's like clearly the digital version of
Yeah.
they put a little work into the set, but the rest is digital. But it looks fine.
But just Lestat just does nothing for me. It's just like this guy who this guy ain't Lestat, my friend. I ain't gonna buy this guy. Ain't gonna bite my throat. No way. He ain't no Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise can bite my throat. This guy, no, thank you.
And I'm not even gonna. You're not even gonna get the satisfaction at the end when Lestat is like living in that shack and he's like,
yeah.
Took you long enough to come visit me. He's all
well, you didn't get to the part in the trailer where they had the girl, Kristen Dunst's character, who's they've been it's been ethnic swap. So it's I guess it's which is whatever. I don't care about that, but just it's a different take on it because this is Louisiana, 1910. It's not Harlem in the 20s. It's New Orleans, 1910. I don't think they were as progressive as all that. Like where they're saying like, oh yeah, hello there, hello sir, how are you, sir? I think it was like, get that that N-word, get that N-word, get him. He's got a business. He's trying to open a business. Let's kill him. It's just like, I don't know. It's Louisiana, 1910. I don't know.
I think New Orleans though was
maybe a little bit better.
White minority.
But Harlem would make more sense to me because like it'd be the jazz era and they had more power. You know, a lot of the gangs had more power in Harlem because they were insulated and protected. And they had it was more of an East Coast city. So it was more progressive in that it was a coastal city. So it always had that. But I don't know. It's New Orleans because that's where it was based. And it's like, if you're going to change the era, it's like, if you're going to retcon it, that's 1910, because you couldn't put a black actor in the 1700s in New Orleans because it wouldn't make any sense for him to be rich and powerful because that wouldn't happen, historically speaking. I mean, it could. I mean, yeah, because it was like he's not a white slave owner because Louis was a white slave owner in the original Interview with the Vampire. With Tandy Newton.
We have a 45-minute clock on this show, by the way. We have 7 minutes left.
Oh my God, we're almost there. No, but and then of course you have AMC or Amazon's the Ring of Power trailer premiered, and that's getting a lot of flack. That one's getting people coming out of the woodwork to hate on it because it's like retconning all this Tolkien mythology and they're race swapping everything, and it's like Lord of the Rings was North mythology. It wasn't inclusive. It was very much a white thing, but now they're totally ethnic, which is whatever. I mean, I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore about that shit. But at the same time, like I understand that it's supposed to be regional, and it's like there was nobody in that region of that ilk. They didn't exist there. They weren't there yet. But it's like I get it. But then again, all the bad guys are going to be really awful CGI monsters, and then like of course the lead of the show is going to be a woman. And it's just like, okay, again with the strong female characters, it's like, can we just have a good character, like just a good actor as a good character, and we're not setting up some agenda? That's just enough of the agendas. Let's just make a good show with a good story, with a good balance of you want to tell a Tolkien story. It's always about good versus evil. But again, it's like, where else are you going to go? I'm kind of bored. Like, I don't care about Tolkien mythology. I'm just like, it's not a show for me. Like, I don't care.
I don't care about the rings. So,
but it's like the Halo show. The Halo show destroyed the main character, made him. He basically blew up in the last episode, and he came back to life as a woman. So like everybody was like, "What the fuck is this?" Well, I guess that happened. Yeah, Halo. I guess Halo show. The Halo show is like a horrible disaster.
That's on Apple, right?
Yeah, I think it's Apple I think it's Apple show.
I remember that was a show that people talked about forever.
Yeah.
And then actually came out, and I thought it was a joke at first, and then I never heard a word about it from anyone.
Because I guess it's so bad, everybody rejected it, and no one wants to talk. Again, Hollywood is dead. Yeah, they ruin everything they touch.
Even the Batwoman show, I heard something about.
Yeah,
and that was so bad that even the main character left.
Well, yeah, because she got tore up from the floor up because they had no safety precautions. Because they were fucking cheap. It was the CW. They're like, hey, do we want to pay $50,000 an episode for the safety guy? Nah.
No, let's have Paul when they handle the gun in this scene. It's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. What's the worst going to happen? Just Hollywood is dead.
Hollywood is dead.
Hollywood is dead. Trailers are dead. Any hope you have for the future of anything Hollywood related is dead. And even that we'll end on this note. There was an actress that just came out and talked about how much money she made. She's been in the industry for like 10 years. She's pretty famous as like a TV actor. She says she can't afford to buy a house in LA based on the salary she makes because she gives 20%, or if taxes, it's 50%. Then she gives 10% to her agent, 5% to her lawyer, 10% to her publicist. And then there's another person involved that gets 5%. She gets no money back. So what's the point? Why would you want to be an actor anymore in this business, especially now? Everything is garbage.
Fame for some reason. Being famous,
famous sucks. Like, who'd want to be famous? It's junk. It's just
I want to never be able to leave my house without getting annoyed. That sounds fantastic.
Like, why do it?
People shoving cameras in kids' faces. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like why would you? Well, because you don't care about that because you're selfish. Because if you're an actor and you want to be famous, you're already selfish. You don't give a shit about your kids. Your kids are a Prada bag. Your kids are what you bring out to show that you're normal, and you always have that weird pose at the premiere with the kids where you have them like around you, like, look at my kids. I love my kids. What's their middle name? Fuck you. Don't talk to me about that.
Don't you ask about my kids.
Don't you talk about my kids. It's like you don't even know that's not your kid. That's a black kid.
There's a breed of actor that's dying, and it's like the Gary Oldmans.
Yeah.
Like they just want to be actors. That's what they want to do. They want to act. When it's a craft, that's almost gone.
Sam Rockwell is probably the last one. Yeah. He doesn't.
Sam Rockwell's the new Gary Oldman.
He's basically he'll do anything. He doesn't care. He'll do a garage. He'll do a show in a garage if it's something he wants to do. He'll do it. Yeah. He don't give a shit.
There are some, and we talked about this in other shows, but Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. He's doing it. Elijah Wood's doing it.
Yeah.
Well, guys that made their nut already. Yeah. Now they can do whatever they want. He's doing a Weird Al movie. Daniel Radcliffe is.
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt.
So
weird.
Yeah, I mean they all did. The Joseph Gordon-Levitt's on one because why not? I mean they made all this money early in their careers. They have enough money to live for the rest of their life. They don't got to worry about nothing. So they're just going to do what they want to do and have fun with it, and also enjoy it because they enjoy the art. They enjoy movies. They enjoy television, pop culture, and all that stuff, and they want to celebrate it. So good for them. I mean, good, like Elijah Wood produces like the weirdest movies on the planet Earth because he loves them. Yeah,
he's on some weird TV show about history and what's it called? Steve Buscemi's in it too.
Oh, really? I haven't seen this.
The show. It's actually fairly funny. I watched a few episodes of one of the seasons. Each season is different, I guess.
Where's this on?
I can look it up. But we're at 43 minutes, 40 seconds. So I'll save it for next time.
We'll save it for later. But okay, that's all. Yeah, so pretty much, hey, Hollywood is dead. This is how it's going to be. We'll talk about stuff, go off on tangents, and we'll have somewhat of a structure to it.
We refuse to go over 45 minutes.
We will not go over 45 minutes. This will always be 44-minute episodes.
All right.
So with that in mind, see you next week. This is Dick Dickett.
Phoenix West.
See you next time, you creatively bankrupt retrobates.
So long, Hollywood. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Go to hell. wow, look at that. Very nice.